There's a reason why we changed the name of this product line. VX is not really just an evolution. The new VX is 1,000% different than VP. In some ways, there's no comparison. The advances we've made, some of our entry-level VX products have better coverage than even our best VP products. Visual Performance has this really long legacy, an award-winning product line that has been deployed in I don't know how many thousands of homes. You've got this really tough act to follow.
The last VP series, we took a huge jump up in performance, and it became very obvious that we were doing things differently and delivering a different kind of product, and that we competed from a performance standpoint. To take that and then try to improve on it is a pretty significant investment and effort.
We had to look at every aspect of the product, whether it's the aesthetic and what it looks like when it's finished, and the installation, how does it actually go in and integrate? And then obviously the audio performance of the product too. So all those areas were really important. VX really is the culmination of decades of knowledge and work and experience with an award-winning legacy product line and following it up with something that raises the bar on every level.
When our dealers and ultimately customers get our speakers, they put them where they fit architecturally. So you need to design speakers that work well no matter where they're placed.
That person is not sitting fixed in one location, and they're not focused purely on the music, and they actually don't want to see the speakers either. What they really want to do is enjoy their life, and they want music to enhance that experience. What we're trying to do here is create these magical experiences because life is better with music. We had to develop a whole new slate of technologies and also borrow some technologies from Invisible to accomplish that. And so what we ended up with was this really easy to achieve even balanced coverage with these speakers. They blend better with one another. So when you use more of them in a space, it actually improves coverage that much more. You can have the speakers at a volume level that they're still comfortable to listen to, and you can really be anywhere in the space. You can move through the space, and that's what's really needed for music for the home. We have different products that solve different types of problems. There are points in time where you need a smaller speaker, and we have that. There are points in time where this would work better if it were square. We can do that. Or, I really need a lot of output. No problem, that's in the product line too. This is gonna go outdoors, what can I do? No problem, we have marine grade products. It really doesn't matter the application. There's a product in this product line that can solve for that.
VX can be used in almost any location. Audio for the home, TV audio. When it comes to VXQ, it will have an IP67 rating. It's actually a step even beyond VP Extreme, so it is incredibly weather resistant. What we wanted to do with the VX was give people who like the way Sonance has always done things the ability to use it as they always have.
We came up with this really exciting two-piece mounting frame system.
And the way that we had designed it has so much flexibility.
It allows you to install the speaker however you want to. You can put the two pieces together, put the whole thing up, just the same way that a lot of integrators have been doing it for decades. We know a lot of folks are gonna appreciate that. But you can split it into two stages.
On the baffle, we have those clips. So if you put those clips on the hold position, it'll hold itself so you can free your hand and then push the tabs to the end.
In some ways, it's much easier, but it also enables new business models.
Potentially building a spec house and want it to look like it has speakers, or you want to pass the final inspection. Then later on, the customer could come in and say, I want 66s, or they could come in and get 62s.
You decide later what speaker goes into it, right? So that's a whole new business model that wasn't possible before.
They didn't have to go through any extra trouble to mount the speaker. It's actually much faster because we've changed the threading of the toggle feet screws, so they screw down very quickly now. Somebody who has always liked doing Sonance installation will like the new VX speakers even more. There's a new grill, which will ship with the speakers. It has a smaller trim than we've used previously, and the grills are now a very bright white.
We landed on that new brilliant white that is matching the RAL 9003.
What that does is gives the dealers the ability to match the color of the speaker to the paint in the room.
We want this to be able to blend in anywhere. So we're offering more options than we've ever had before in how this product can be finished. You can get a really slim bezel trim or no trim, or you can flush mount the whole thing and make it one with the wall. And then we go even beyond that and say, we have a whole facility in Minden, Nevada. We have a great ability to color match anything. And then we go one step further and we have this new process, this laser graphics printing. So if you have wallpaper, wood ceiling, and you want to match the pattern of the texture, we can print that on the grill, and that's sort of the ultimate in design to disappear. We have a cymatic diffuser on the VXQ products. Really, what this was born from was looking at the James quad tweeter, which is this really interesting design of this array of 4 tweeters that has a lot of really cool benefits to it. We looked at that quad tweeter and said, well, how can we take what this does and just go beyond? We know that from our research in the invisible speakers that having this really wide, consistent coverage was super important. We had this idea of using a diffuser. We would need something a little bit more elaborate. We know that there's a field that these 4 tweeters are generating. If we could simulate what that field was, then we can shape that field and redirect different frequencies in different directions, really widening the coverage pattern. We had to spend many thousands of hours running this iterative machine learning process to generate this field.
We actually customized it from 4-inch to 6-inch to 8-inch.
The shape of all of the diffusers had to be different to get the performance that we were looking for and that smoothness of coverage.
This diffuser looks organic, alien, like nothing you've ever seen. It effectively does exactly what we set out to do.
We're able to maintain very smooth, consistent frequency response throughout that 45 degrees of coverage. Whether it be a tweeter with a waveguide like we have in the VX series or the quad tweeter with the quadratic diffuser in the VXQ series, they all ultimately have the same goal. Everything that we've learned over the years tells us that what people want to live with is that good, consistent sound throughout their listening space.
The sound it brings out is definitely something I would say a lot of people haven't experienced yet.
As a product manager, when you launch a new product and you show this thing to the world, and it's the first time anyone outside of our team has seen it, it's a little bit nerve-wracking because you never know what the reception's going to be.
There was a lot of anticipation, but I think that we delivered even more than what people expected.
Some of the early reactions I saw at the show where there were a lot of big wide eyes and a lot of surprise and kind of delight, which was great.
Everyone is super excited for our new VX and VXQ product. It's exactly the right product and right sound that they wanted in their houses.
A lot of surprise over the bass definition, the smoothness of coverage. People genuinely could hear a difference.
For me, it's like show and tell. Like, look at all this cool stuff we've been working on, and I wanted to tell you about it, but I haven't been able to, and I finally get to do it. It's great. Speaker science, how to make a speaker reproduce sound better, is something that we've been chasing for over 100 years. We're still learning things about how to do this better, uncovering the root cause of what creates issues in speakers, and then being able to adapt our, in some cases, pretty exotic designs that circumvent all those little problems and make the speaker just that much better. We know that to remain competitive, we have to care, and it just so happens that we have a team of people who spend our days and nights thinking about how to get better sound out of speakers and listening to music and contemplating the physics of sound. I think we have the best team we've ever had. There's a comfort level we have with each other. We know enough about each other to be really efficient and effective. We also still are able to challenge each other. How can we push each other to go further and do better? It's the best team I've ever worked on, and I look forward to developing many, many more projects like this.
I push everybody to keep learning and growing and knowing more about what they're doing, and the products continue to just get better and better and better. We learn more about how people use our products, what makes them work well in spaces, what people appreciate about what we're doing.
We have a really great community of customers, our integrators, installers, designers, architects, and that's the reason why you see such a wide range of different finishes that we have available. It's the reason why we have flexibility of the way the product can install and a bunch of installation accessories to make that easier. And also the reason why we offer such a broad assortment of products and different performance levels and price points and all those good things is because that all comes from direct feedback from our customers that tell us, we've got a problem, can you solve it for us? And we say, yeah, we can do that.